Hi and welcome to Amazon Unfiltered. For everybody who doesn't know me, my name is Ama and I run a small cafe in the south of France, and I thought it's nice to have some real talk about it. So today is going to be a short clip, but it's going to be a hot take. Why can't you get a coffee before we're open, even though we're already there? I think most of the people already have been in the situation. You drop by a cafe, it looks kind of open. You go inside and you ask, hey, can I already have a coffee? And the person behind the counter is telling you, like, I'm sorry, but no. And let me first say, we do make exceptions sometimes, but there's a reason behind it, and that reason is not the rule. So it comes down to three big reasons. Reason number one is the workflow. We come in the mornings and we have to set up the shop. So we are not closed because we are ready. We are closed because we are getting everything ready. And this means setting up the tables, putting the cakes on display, getting the fridges checked, putting out the terraces, installing the cushions and everything. And if we have somebody coming in asking for a coffee, this interrupts the workflow that we are having, trying to set up the day to run smoothly. And also it most likely leads to reason number two, which is the domino effect. So if you have somebody who comes in is asking for a coffee and you say yes, then you will have to say yes to everybody else who's going to come in and get a coffee. And people attract people. So most of the times the person you made the coffee for is going to sit down on your terrace, even if it's not yet ready, and somebody else will see them and they're going to come inside and they're going to ask you to have coffee as well. So yeah, and then you spend more time behind the counter making coffees than getting the shop ready. And it also leads to reason number three, because most of the time people, if you say no, are asking you to sit down and wait until you're open. And that's basically the pressure, the mental pressure point. I think everybody can imagine what it feels like if you are not ready and you have somebody waiting for you. This is kind of what it feels like for us. We're feeling like we have to rush through everything. We have to hurry up. Sometimes you might have had a bad night and you want just like those 40 minutes in the morning to like get out of your mood and like kind of be ready for the day to start. And if you have somebody sitting, you feel like you already have to be in work mode, which means you already have to be smiley and friendly, maybe even do some small talk. And normally we, like, this time is for us in our little bubble to set up the shop. We like to take about 5 minutes break together, have a coffee, have a little chat, and be ready for the day. It's like our little ritual. Most of the times we do it before we start setting up, but sometimes it's also once you have everything set up, you sit down, you have your small coffee, and then you're ready to run the day. And I think the best example to give is you wouldn't go into a supermarket before they're open and ask them to go through the aisles 40 minutes before opening time. And it kind of is like the same for us with the cafe. We are more flexible with our hours, which means if we already are ready and we still have 10 minutes left, most of the times we are open and we say, hey, come in. The same goes for when we're closing. We're not closing on the dot. We still let people enjoy the last coffee before we tell them that we're going to start closing down. So that's why in the mornings, most of the times we say, please take a look, take a walk around and come back once we're open. With that said, we do make exceptions, and it is in our case very depending on the season that we are in. So if it's the full season, the summer season, we are way more likely to say no, because our days start quite busy right in the beginning. And as I said, all of the three seasons before are the reason why it is interrupting us. During the off season, there's a way higher chance that we say yes. We have a slower morning. We have more time to set up. It's different. And so most of the times, if it's the off season, we're like, okay, yeah, no problem. We make you your coffee. No big deal. So I think the big takeaway from this is, in general, it is not personal if we say no. It's not against you. It's just how we try to keep our day working correctly, and having the smoothest work day possible. So yeah, that's basically the reason why you cannot get a coffee before we are open, even though we are there. See you next time.